Are you pouring hours and hours into your YouTube videos only to see that view count just not move? You are definitely not alone. In this explainer, we are going to get to the bottom of the number one reason most new channels struggle, and I'll give you a hint. It's probably not what you think.
Okay, let's just dive right in. You know that feeling, right? You're making what you think is really good stuff, but your channel just isn't growing. It feels like you're hitting this invisible wall. It's gotta be one of the most frustrating things for any creator. And that reason for hitting that plateau, it's rarely what we assume it. Most of us, our first thought is, okay, my editing needs to be better, or maybe I need a new camera, or am I just boring on screen? But way more often, the real problem is just a lack of direction. It's not that your videos are bad, it's that you might be making them for nobody in particular.
But here's the good news. This is so fixable. We're going to build your channel's compass right here, together, and lay out a super clear path to finding the perfect niche for you. So first, let's talk about a feeling that honestly almost every single new creator has. It's this sense of being totally lost in a thick fog, trying to find your way without a map or a compass.
Does this list feel a little familiar? Yeah, this is that classic throw everything at the wall and see what sticks approach. One week it's a gaming video, the next it's a travel vlog. You feel like you're casting this big, wide net, but what you're actually doing is just confusing your potential audience. They have no idea what your channel is about, so they don't subscribe.
And this quote from a full-time YouTuber just hits the nail on the head. Trying to appeal to absolutely everyone means you connect with no one. That super broad approach, that's a strategy for huge established creators, not for someone just starting out. So what is the solution? How do we cut through all that fog and find a clear path forward for your channel? Well, the answer is your niche. Now, I want you to forget the idea that a niche is some restrictive little box that's going to kill your creativity. It's not. Think of it as a powerful compass. It tells you exactly where to go, what videos to make next, and this is the most important part, who you're making them for. It gives your channel a real purpose. And what's so great is how we can break this big, kind of scary idea down into 3 super simple questions. Who are you trying to help? What problem are you solving for them? And how are you going to do it in a way that's totally uniquely you? All right, so if a niche is our compass, how does that actually lead to channel growth? You might be thinking, well, if I'm more specific, doesn't that mean my audience will be smaller? And counterintuitively, the answer is that being specific is the absolute fastest way to stand out and build a real loyal community. I mean, check out this number. According to Hootsuite, there are over 113 million YouTube channels out there. That is a gigantic number. In a seed that massive, being a generalist is basically choosing to be invisible. A specific niche, that's your beacon. It's what makes you discoverable to the right people. The entrepreneur Pat Flynn talks about this idea of 1,000 true fans. And the idea is, you don't need millions of people who kinda sorta watch your videos. What you really need is a core community of people who absolutely love what you do, who will watch every single video, and who will become your biggest advocates. A niche is how you find them. Okay, so the theory makes sense, right? But how do you actually find this powerful, specific niche that also feels authentic to who you are? Let's get really practical. We are going to use this brilliant little framework called the triple stack method. It is a fantastic way to combine your different interests to create a category that is completely and uniquely yours. And the method is actually super simple. You take 3 different layers, or sub-niches, and you just stack them on top of each other. You start with something you're genuinely passionate about. Then you identify a very specific audience you want to serve. And finally, you add your own unique angle or spin on it. And this just shows you exactly how it works. See, a baking channel is way too broad, but 30-minute desserts for busy parents? Wow, that is incredibly specific, it's valuable, and it's memorable. Personal finance? Super generic, but strategies for college students to graduate debt-free? You're solving a massive, painful problem for a clearly defined audience. And here's real magic. This doesn't just attract viewers, it tells the YouTube algorithm exactly who it should be showing your videos to. Now, this is a really, really important point. Finding your niche, it's not always this one big aha moment. It's a journey. It's a process of discovery. You do not have to get it 100% perfect on day one. This advice is absolute gold.
Once you have your niche idea, make a few videos. See what people actually respond to. Maybe your audience loves your 30-minute desserts, but they're even more interested in 15-minute healthy school lunches. You have to listen to that feedback and don't be afraid to pivot just a little bit.
And finally, please be patient with yourself and with the process. The writer Tim Denning points out that real sustainable success online can often take 5 years or even more. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And trust me, consistency and a clear direction is so much more powerful than just chasing some overnight viral hit. Okay, so you now have your compass, the whole idea of a niche, and you have a map, the triple stock method. All that's left is for you to start the journey. The next step is all yours. So I want you to take a moment and really think about it. What are you genuinely passionate about? Who is the audience that you really want to help? And what's that unique angle that only you can bring to the table? And hey, you do not have to figure this out by yourself. This whole journey is way easier when you're not walking it alone. Share your triple stack idea in the comments below. Let's brainstorm as a community, let's give each other some feedback, and let's help everyone here find their own little YouTube goldmine.